If there was ever a video that was more indicative of the current state of the comic book industry, it's a video of an insanely talented man, and a man who physically doesn't look like your traditional comic book artist and writer, sitting there in a state of confusion, befuddled, as to whether or not he should go ahead and make money in a world where other people are less fortunate than him. Ladies and gentlemen, if that isn't indicative, if that doesn't explain to you why the comic book industry is in the state that it is right now, then you need to go back, watch the video again, and keep watching it until you understand. Here's a man who by all rights should be exuding prime alpha masculinity. He's one of the most successful comic book creators in the world. He's got his life together. He's just been given a new imprint. He's about to launch a new crowdfunding campaign. And he's sitting there worrying about whether or not he should make money, about how that would look to others. It's easy to say that comic books have been feminized over recent years. And in a sense, that's true. But more than anything, it's actually just been stripped to the bone of its masculinity. That raw masculine energy that yells and fights and gets angry and is driven to compete. That energy that back in the day gave birth to superhero comics. It was that energy that drove people to want to build empires. And it's that energy that is gone from the mainstream industry. Absolutely gone. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about men and women here, although obviously when you're talking about male energy, you're going to expect more men to be involved. I'm not saying women can't be involved or shouldn't be involved. They absolutely should. But what I'm talking about is that drive, that competitive drive to succeed, to beat your opponents, even when they're your friends, especially when they're your friends, to win and keep winning, to make the most money possible and never be ashamed of it, to be proud of it, to wear it on your sleeve like a badge of honor, like medals across your chest. This is what comic books needs right now. We don't need our best and brightest sitting there tentatively pondering whether or not they should be making money. It's this very soft, feminine ideal that no, we should all be cooperative. We should all just be helping each other out, lifting each other up. It's that energy that's brought us to where we are today, not only in the mainstream industry, but in crowdfunding on sites like Kickstarter, where instead of people getting out there and selling their stuff, saying, this is the best thing ever, this is going to be the hugest property, look how amazing it is. No, what do? They come on and they give a sob story. It's all about helping independent creators. It's like a charity case. And then they pull up their pie graphs showing exactly where all the money is and making sure that none of it is going into profit. That no one's making any money. We don't want to make any money because that would be gouging the poor, suffering customers. This is bullshit. This is the exact opposite kind of mentality that we need right now. And it's good that everyone is out there calling out Sean Gordon Murphy on this mentality. He's saying things like, you'll be able to get it for the absolute minimum. I'm not trying to charge you much money. Sean, get away from the worm tongues in your ear. Go talk to John Malin. Go talk to Ethan Van Sciver. Go talk to Richard C. Meyer. You need to get your head straight. It's this feminine energy, this stripped away of all masculinity, which is the reason why the mainstream industry is sitting on the bottom of the ocean right now. And why Comicsgate crowdfunding is riding on the top of a wave. We compete against each other. We enjoy it. Get onto a stream and watch us celebrating when we knock one of our peers and one of our friends off their pedestal. Knock them down a few places on the list. This is what men do. This is how men create industry. You can't be listening to these people who were joking, saying, oh, imagine getting into comics and thinking about making money. How stupid, how silly. Forget this. If you're not getting into crowdfunding right now with the express purpose of creating the next Spider-Man, the next Iron Man, the next Captain America, then you need to scrub what you're doing and start again. Obviously, we're not all going to make it. Obviously, probably only one or two are going to make it, but that's not the point. The point is you're striving to get to that. You're out there in the crowd, elbowing others out of the way to get to the front of the line every day. That's the kind of man comic books needs right now. Are you going to be that man, Sean Gordon Murphy? Or are you going to sit back and watch other men less talented than you take the sword out of your hand because you're too worried about how mean or how greedy you'll look to the worms crawling around at your feet? That's all I have to say.
Hi, I'm Michael Bancroft, writer and artist of The Lucent. Going on 5 years now, I've been passionately working on my magnum opus, a fantasy graphic novel that blurs the line between dreams and reality. My first book in the series, Waking Dream, introduces readers to the mysterious world of the Lucent, a place that on the surface looks not too dissimilar from the world you know, but where nothing is quite as it seems. It's a place where powerful enemies hide in plain sight, fighting ancient battles for control of the future. Here we meet Ella Forsyth, a young woman who by all accounts appears to be living a low-key life. But in her dreams, she's hiding a secret with the power to turn everything we know upside down. Sign up now to be notified by email when this campaign goes live, and you'll receive an exclusive postcard if you go on to back the book. For regular updates, follow me on Twitter at The Lucent Comic. Together, we can create something that's truly memorable. See you at launch.